Hello. Anybody feeling like it's just way too hot outside? Or I know a lot of you are just getting over the winter, and I'm sure it has been extremely cold. If you find yourself saying, it is too hot to get outside and walk, or it is too cold, this talk is for you. I want to encourage you to rethink this. I get it. Look, y'all, I just ran 3 miles. For some of you, I know that may not be a lot. For some of you, that is a lot. And I'm hot. It feels like it's 90 out. I just checked the weather here in Stuart. So it is hot. Oh, by the way, I have a selfie stick and I don't really know how to use it. I need a tutorial. I'm going to be looking on YouTube later. But it's a little more steady maybe. I haven't ran for over a week because I just finished hosting the retreat. I am recovering my knees. They are getting better again. And so it was hard. It was really hard. And it's like I said, it feels like 90. So I totally understand the situation here and how real it feels that it is so hot. But here's the thing. You almost always feel better after you move your body. It's like 99.9% that once you move your body, you feel better. So we're going to go through how to move your body when the mind offers you that it is just way too hot or too cold. We are solution-based people who create the life that we want, the health that we desire. So one of the things is, as long as we have the excuse, because that's what it is, a lot of times, unless you're going to go out there and you're going to have a heat stroke and you're going to die. Sometimes it is like that in, let's say, Arizona in the middle of summer. My brother works in the ER as a nurse, and people will come in overheated. We're not going to do that here because we are smart people. So what do? It's hot and I can handle it. It's hot and I love to be able to detox my body. It's cold, but I have layers. We start to show ourselves that it is possible to be uncomfortable. Because here's the thing, if we don't move our body now, later, it's going to be a lot harder to move it. And I can bet that you're already noticing that if you aren't staying as active as you once were. It gets harder. You move it, you keep it. You stop doing it, you lose it, all right? A body in motion stays in motion. It's a law. So come up with all the reasons why you can do this. It's mental fitness, right? Every time we move in the direction of what's best for us, despite the discomfort, we create those new neural pathways in our brain, and it gets easier and easier to do it. Will you still face challenges? Of course. I've been doing this for quite a while now, and I still face challenges. Tell you, when I did my first marathon, not real great with timelines, but several years ago, down in Key West, hot, I started training in the middle of summer here in Florida, which is hot all day around. So I had some options to just not do my training and show up at the race day and not be able to do it very well, which is possible. I could have done that. I could quit and not do it at all, or I could get up extra early, get out there before the sun majorly hits, make sure I hydrate, get some support on board, which is totally what I did. And I tell y'all, when you complete a race, whether it's a 1K, a 5K, a half marathon, a marathon, it feels so good. It really proved to me I can do extremely hard things, and that belief in myself got bigger. So I want you to also look at getting out there in the heat or the cold as an opportunity to grow your belief in yourself, because it's important that we do what we say we're going to do, that we follow through. That's how we build self-trust. The next thing is, these are not in any particular order. Make sure you stay hydrated. Seriously, whether it's cold out or whether it's hot out, you need to be hydrated. It's no joke out here. Y'all can see I'm glistening here, walking. I did just run, but it's hot. We don't want to end up super dehydrated. We want to feel good in our outdoor movement. Ladies, fellas, maybe even too, you might want to have a little snack before you get out there just to support your activity level, to give you some energy, healthy snack, just a little one before you go out and get the movement in. Hey, Stacy, but it's important to make sure you're hydrated. If you do run into trouble with dehydration, remember, I have the Concierge IV Vitamin Hydration practice. We can come to your home and support you with IV fluids, or come into the office, but we're talking about going for a 15, 20, 30-minute walk. And so likely that's not going to cause severe dehydration, especially if you're making sure you're getting, most people, at least around 100 ounces. If you're super active, you have an outdoor job, or you have GI symptoms, perhaps you're going to need, or you're sick with a fever, you're going to maybe need a little bit more fluids and add some electrolytes in. A day like this for me, sweating already quite a bit. My Garmin watch tells me how much I lost, probably close to a liter in a 3-mile run because it's that hot out. I will add in electrolytes. I actually have some in my water bottle that I started hydrating with. If you start the day off with coffee, I love coffee. And make sure you drink a glass of water first. You can put some Baja Gold salts in there. That's a great way. And then drink your coffee. Andrew Huberman, he says wait 2 hours to drink your coffee. I'm not doing that yet, but I try to wait a little bit. But please don't just start off with coffee and think, well, there's water in coffee. There is, but it's a diuretic, and caffeine, it dehydrates you. So don't just drink your coffee and go for a walk either. All right, next thing, critical thinking. Think about what you're wearing. If you want to wear UV protection, if you want to wear a hat, if you need to wear one of those cold wraps around your neck, get outside super early in the morning before the sun comes up, walk when sun is down. I'm talking a lot to my Florida people, my cold winter people. I'm going to get to you too. Get in the mall. I used to do that. And when I lived up in Illinois, I would go to the mall and get my steps in. Yes. Okay. And this was before I was like consistently active with my exercise. It's a great way. You'll feel so much better when you get out and you move your body. Believe me, everybody I talk to knows this. If you've gotten in a little slump, this is your calling, your message to move your body. Even if it's hot out, even if it's cold out, even if it's raining, you can find a treadmill, okay? Critical thinking. Maybe you don't go out at the heat of the day. I like my sleep. I'm willing to deal with a little heat, personally. So those things matter. If you're sick, maybe you're not going to get out in the heat of the day as well. So all these things, use your critical thinking to find the best way to make this possible. If you're really busy, you have a lot of responsibility, schedule this, but make it happen. We are designed to walk. Think about our ancestors. Think about how many miles and miles and miles and miles they were walking all the time. That's me and you. We have their genetics in us. And as a population, I'm generalizing, we're more sedentary than we ever have been, and we have the power to change this. It starts with us, y'all. It really truly does. And the last one is get support. Like I said, when I was training for that marathon in the heat of the summer, I would have my friends meet me. I like to start at the bridge. I have a thing with the bridges here in town, and meet me and maybe start my couple miles, because I know me, I know my brain. I'm still working on this one. I will work out in the heat of the day if I can get a little bit more sleep a lot of times. But if I'm meeting you, I will show up and I will get my butt out of bed at 5 a.m. if I need to, or if I have a flight. So think about what support is going to work for you. Maybe it takes some arranging things with your loved ones. Maybe you start a meetup group with your friends. Whatever it is, maybe you make it more enjoyable by putting on your favorite podcast or your favorite music. Maybe you tell everybody on social media, hey, I'm going to do this. You know what will work for you, but get support. Enroll the people in your life that, hey, I need this time to get my movement in. I need this time to go for a walk. Or maybe this is how you catch up with a friend. You are like, hey, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a run. So let me know, what's your step goal that you like to work towards on a regular basis, and what helps you stay active, move your body, even when you don't feel like it. I love when we share, because that's how we learn. We learn together. Oh, another thing, I just stay in the shade. I try to really, when I'm walking out here, I just try to stay in the shade. You know, it is hot. I get it. My mind offers me the same thing, but I would rather be hot than not be able to move, right? It's such a privilege to have this opportunity to walk. Think about it. If you were somebody who couldn't walk, or maybe you know somebody who has impairment with their movement, they would give anything to be able to get their bodies moving. So if you are able to do that, it's such a privilege. It truly is. So part of the mental fitness can also be gratitude. And if you're like, okay, Brittany, I can't really walk right now, that's okay. I hear you. You still do what you can, if you can. And if you're in that season right now that you are not able to, that's okay. You work on your mental fitness. You work on your emotional well-being and your spiritual life. And by work on it, I mean you focus your intention there. You live in alignment. You come back to love. All right, y'all. Have a blessed day. Can't wait to hear from you. All right. I'm going to learn this selfie stick. Bye.